Hi, Gemini. This is your June 2022 reading. Please be advised that these messages are really broadly interpreted. I'm just trying to make sure that they resonate with as many people as possible. If you have questions, comments, or concerns about these readings or any other type of reading that you see me do on my channel, you can always send me a message to my Instagram at Amani Ife777. You can also send an email to ivakasha108@gmail.com. Okay. All right. So let's see what's coming through for you, Gemini, for June 2022. That's new. Okay. All right, so the Ten of Wands energy is underneath oppression. So you could be dealing with fire sign energy. I don't know if the fire sign energy makes you feel this way, but if it's not a fire sign, then something is a burden that you could be dealing with. I don't know. I'm getting something about the work environment. So your work environment may be a burden. There may be a need, or someone in it. There may be a need to take a break from the work environment. There could be a need to, I get this feeling of specific coworkers too could be a burden. Like there's specific coworkers, like the spirit emphasized that there's specific people. If it's not coworker, it's a specific person or a specific group of people, whatever, that may be a burden to you. I'm getting, it has something to do, one element of it has something to do with what someone asks you to do or what someone keeps asking you to do, whatever that means. It could be like, I'm also being drawn to the phrase supply and demand. So it has something to do with that. So you may feel hamster wheel like in your workplace because the foundational energy of the workplace is that they're about supply demand. Everything's supply demand. So that will be the theme. You may feel that way with a person. So if it's not a workplace, it's a person or a specific group of people that everything is like supply demand with those people or that person or that specific group. It just depends on what's going on. Okay. Starting point has the Hangman. Could be dealing with a Pisces as well too. The Hangman energy may have, like I always look at the imagery. If you look at it, like there's credit cards, there's money, there's cell phones falling out of the individual's pocket as well too. What I feel drawn to say as well, I get this feeling when I said that, I get this idea of being out of pocket, like something may be out of pocket, whatever that means. Coming out of pocket would be like somebody's mouth, like things that somebody says in a workplace. It could be a Pisces or a fire sign. Something's out of pocket about, I don't know if something's out of pocket about you or this person or somebody else, right? I'm being drawn to a man. So it could be a Pisces man or a fire sign man, and something maybe out of pocket about I get how they talk about certain people. So when I said that, it's how they talk about certain people somewhere, like in a workplace or like like friend groups, wherever the scenario is taking place at. It's how somebody's talking about someone. I don't know if it's how you talking about someone in an out of pocket manner, or a Pisces could be doing that, fire sign could be doing that. It just depends. But I'm getting an idea of a man. So if you are a man, that may have something to do with you. If you're a woman, you could be dealing with a Pisces man or a fire sign man, and someone's out of pocket about how they deal with things, how they deal with you, things you've heard that they say, whatever it is. If it's not that, if you didn't resonate with that, then out of pocket is literal, like money and things of that nature. It's a burden to be supplying and demanding people with things, and there may be a headache about a workplace or a headache about a person that you could be dealing with. All right, the star is here, sign of Aquarius. Okay, so And this could be, there's a woman on this card, but it could be an Aquarian man that something's going on with them with the same, the same, what do you call it, interpretation that I was picking up before. So you have a Pisces that's shown up here. 10 of Wands will be fire sign energy. And then you have an Aquarian, whether that's a man or a woman, that is in the waiting position. They're in the waiting position. I get nosy. So I'm looking at the Aquarian energy. Something may be nosy about them, or nosy about the Pisces. Or if it's not only Pisces, then it's hangman energy to the situation about their nosiness, if that makes any sense. Something's nosy about an Aquarian or whatever energy you have around you. Something's nosy about an individual. So you could be embodying star. You could be embodying star energy. I don't know if you... I get this idea of like scenarios with like certain people that you're dealing with. Like there's a scenario that I get the answer to. There's a scenario that may take place this month that you need answers to. The scenario has something to do with, and I keep being drawn out of pocket, like literally or figuratively. The scenario has something to do with somebody's out of pocket behavior, or something that they said, something that they did, something that you overheard. And I'm being drawn to this feeling like you may need to be called upon to diffuse that situation it has something to do with something that somebody said or did. But it's a scenario that's taking place somewhere, it's going to take place somewhere, like in a workplace, or like, I get a friend group, a workplace, a friend group, and something is out of pocket about somebody's behavior. And you, hangman, 10 of Wands, you may be called intuitively to diffuse the situation. So that may have something to do with the bond that you have with the Pisces, or an air sign, or an Aquarian, man or woman. Like there's male, female energies that are coming through here with the two of them. The person has the 7 of futility. So the 7 of swords will mean that I get planning to do just that. The 7 of swords will be planning to do just that. Futility. Planning to do just that. It could be what the spirit could be agreeing with what I just explained. Planning to do just that. Diffuse a matter, right? Let this person know about their behavior. Let somebody know about their behavior. I don't know if this is happening towards you. Like the 7 could be July. Like something may be important about July. Like you may not confront somebody about something until July. Or they're not doing that with you until July. They're going to wait. So the nosiness could mean that someone could be watching you. I get like a higher up also. Like I'm getting like a higher up in a workplace or in a corporation where somebody may be watching you. Someone may be watching you. I don't know if you're exhibiting some type of out-of-pocket behavior, or it's more literal where something that you're doing with I don't know if you're doing something with your money that you're 10 of Wands with the hangman. I don't know if you're doing something with your money in some type of environment that you're not supposed to be doing. And a higher up may notice that. I don't know. If you're not doing that, then you're okay. You're just dealing with some people here with something's going on with them, like their behavior, or it's a friend group, something's going on with friends and their behavior, and you need to put a stop to that. Or something's going on with some, like a higher up that you're dealing with. If you are doing this, they're noticing something that there could be cameras, like they're noticing something that you said, and it may have something to do with them, or something financial. I'm getting that feeling. Something financial that you could potentially get caught with, or someone could potentially get caught with. So that's happening to you, or it's going to happen to you, or someone's going with a Pisces with that, or an Aquarian with that, whether they're men or women, right? I get be mindful when I said that too. So the Spirit said be mindful of something that you're doing, something like a conversation that you're having in some type of environment. I also get the idea of a restaurant. Be mindful of a conversation you have in a restaurant. You may go out with your friends, but someone may be there. I don't know. Something like, say you go out with your coworkers and something's going on. I get one of them. If you go out with your coworkers, something's going on with one of them. I don't know, whatever that means. Something could be, if the swords are here, something could be going on mentally with one of them. I don't talk about. So when I said that, don't talk about that. Don't talk about something going on mentally with a coworker or a friend, because if you reiterate that, it's going to get back to that person. It's going to go back to that person, and it's air. So this is your energy, but you may be talking about an Aquarian or a Pisces with that. So if it's not something mentally, then you're just talking about somebody, period, in some space. But it's what you're talking about is something's gonna it could potentially get back to that person. So either that's something that they should be aware of. They may be doing that, and it may get back to you, or you're involved in it, and it may travel back to that person or those people, whatever that means. All right, that's one element of the situation. That's why the spirit was like, be mindful. If it's not that, then something's going on with some type of something that you're doing is being watched. Like you may be embodying star energy, hangman, 10 of wands in some workplace or a friend group or relationship, and someone's watching. I get how you handle finances. Someone is watching how you handle money. So you may be a part of some type of financial affairs of a workplace, or you're responsible for how money gets distributed between people, whatever it is, or you could be watching that. Like someone may have your money in their hands, and you need to pay attention to how they have their money, how they have your money in their hand. Or something like that you're doing and somebody's watching it. So I want to move forward from somebody's watching your movements at the end of the day, or you're doing that to someone. The Prince of Disc energy is in the future, and the instinct is the Princess of Cups. So the Princess of Cups could be someone that's younger than you. The Princess of Cups could be someone younger than you, whoever. They're in the instincts, so you may be thinking about them. I get this interesting thought that somebody's a part of a problem, whatever that means. Look, I'm looking at the Princess of Cups. They're part of the problem, or they could be something about them is problematic for some reason, or they're part of the problem, or they are the problem, whatever the situation is. Princess of Cups. Whatever the reason is that whatever, okay? There's something that's problematic surrounding them for some reason. That's why Hangman is there with the star. So the Hangman you could be embodying, and this individual could be, the Princess of Cups could be embodying star energy as well. If it's not only Aquarian and Pisces, the Princess of Cups could be embodying star. Where I get free will. They may have too much free will. And maybe you need to take control of the fact that they do. All right, let me hold on. All right, I'm trying to understand the Prince of Cups energy. If there's someone that's external, something is problematic surrounding them, but the one element of the problem is that they may have too much free will, whatever it is, whatever that means to you, right? They may have too much free will. Free will can mean financial free will somewhere. Free will can mean things that they're able to do. Maybe other people somewhere are not able to do, whatever that means. Some people may not be able to do, but they may be able to do it. And you may need to put a stop to that, or speak up on. You may need to speak up on that something like that is happening with that person, if that makes any sense. Or that may have something to do with an Aquarian or a Pisces or yourself. Like you could be embodying Princess of Cups energy, and someone observes that you may have too much free will somewhere with money, or something that you do, something that you organize, something that you execute, whatever the situation is. Whatever it is. All right. I keep getting all this idea of paying attention or being mindful. A lot of that is taking place. Like paying attention and being mindful. That's why the hangman is there, 10 of wands underneath, because the hangman with the 10 of wands is that, like, for example, if it's you may be doing really well somewhere, but maybe you're not being mindful about, like, I keep getting this energy of like a higher up. You may not be being mindful about like a higher up for some reason. Or something could be going on with a higher up in like in an organization, in a workplace. A higher up could be, if it's not a higher up, then it has something to do with the environment that you're in, and someone paying attention to I get an objective. Someone's paying attention to an objective that you do have, and the objective is either acceptable or it's not acceptable. So that may have something to do with you and a partner, or you and a lover, you and like a co-worker, you and a boss, you and a higher up, whatever the scenario is, a friend. Something's going on with that. Like somebody may be taking something really critically, really critically with you. I don't know if you could be doing that with the person. Like they're internal. The Seven of Swords is kind of giving me the idea that someone could be internalizing some type of objective that you put out. And that may have something to do with the Princess of Cups, a Pisces. The Prince of Discs is in the future as well, so we're gonna get there. But or an Aquarian. Okay. But the Prince of Cups energy, whoever they are to you, something could be problematic surrounding them, or they have too much free will in a situation, whatever that means. Okay, the Nine of Wands energy is here. So the 9 with the defense and the hangman could be that a Pisces could be defending themselves on a situation. A Pisces could be defending some type of situation. Or 9 of Wands next to the hangman, this could be you, where you feel like, I get speak up for someone. You may be feeling like you need to speak up for someone, or you're speaking on someone's behalf. So it could be an Aquarian, a Pisces, a Princess of Cups. It could be a Prince of Discs. Like you're speaking on someone's behalf. You could be speaking on someone's behalf. Whatever that is. 9 of Wands with the hangman. Right? For whatever reason that you need to speak on someone. Speaking on someone's behalf can mean that it's their responsibility. Speaking on someone's behalf could mean that it's someone else's responsibility to speak for themselves, but you may be feeling like you need to speak for them. So that may have something to do with the Princess of Cups. Could be a Prince of Disc. Could be an Aquarian. Whoever. Like you feel like you need to you feel like you need to speak for someone, if that makes any sense. In whatever the setting is. Or someone, I don't know if somebody feels that way with you. That could be a scenario. The Knight of Cups is in the spiritual self next to the star. So the Knight of Cups can mean that it could be a water sign energy, of whether it's a water sign man or woman that is coming in. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you have Pisces there. So it's there next to the star. So they could be coming into you with some type of objective. Right? I get distant. So the Knight of Cups, they could be coming in, but they're distant. They may come in, but they're distant for some reason. Like you could be the star, you could be embodying star, but they're coming in and they're distant because of that, whatever the situation is. But I get needs help. So I'm looking at the Knight of Cups energy. They may need some type of help, whether that be emotional help, financial help. They need some type of help from you. But they're distant because I keep getting this idea of a problem. They're distant because something around you may be problematic for this person, or something around them, or something is problematic surrounding them. And the same thing with the Princess of Cups. So you have like a water sign, male and female. Something about them may not be right. And maybe they constantly need help somewhere with something. Something may not be right about them, or I get mannerism. Something may not be right about one of their mannerisms. So it could be like a social mannerism. It could be mannerisms related to social activity. It could be mannerisms like, like maybe they come off, maybe they have ADHD, or they come off as, like, when they're in social spaces, they come off as agitated. That could be a situation. And something about that is being overseen somewhere. Like, if it could be a relationship, this could be a relationship that you have with one of these water sign individuals, and you're realizing that something may be wrong with them. Like, they could have ADHD. They may have a personality disorder. They could have a major depressive disorder, things of that nature. I'm giving examples, but that may not be known. That may not be known about them. Okay. The Chariot is here with the Princess of Cups. So the Chariot with them is either you are traveling. It's a Cancer also. Either you are traveling to them, or they took some type of travel, and something is problematic about that. If it's not problematic, then you may be traveling to them. I confront. You may travel to them to confront them on a situation, whatever it is that they did. You're trying to confront them about a situation, whatever the situation is. The situation has something to do from earlier on, one element of it. The situation, I'm being drawn back to the free will. The situation, one element of the situation has something to do with free will that either you allowed them to have with you, or they just took it upon themselves to have without consulting you. But the fact that they do have free will, somebody's overseeing that. So I'll give you a really interesting situation. So say you're like the head, say like you are the head of a department in a workplace, and maybe you oversee a Princess of Cups energy, like you oversee some elements here, and it's like they didn't let you know something. They didn't let you know something, but because they didn't let you know something, your boss, you could be like overseeing them, but it's your boss that is overseeing the fact that you did not oversee something that you allowed them to do, if that makes any sense, right? So if it's not a workplace situation, it could be a relationship where you could be tied to some element here, and I get what they do without your knowledge. So if it's a relationship, it also has something to do with what someone does without your knowledge, and something about that is known by someone else. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Something about that aspect is known by someone else, but you're not aware of that. Or that's why I said be mindful. Like, maybe you need to be aware of that. It has something to do with like an Aquarian, a Cancer. I'm looking at these signs. A Pisces. Knight of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Male or female. There's a lot of water here, and in the air. Okay, and the Aquarian. All right, it has something to do with that. Right. So there's multiple things going on here. Whether it's friend group related, work related, your observance of someone's mannerisms in a situation, some type of out of pocket behavior. I mean, somebody not telling you what they're doing, or someone not asking permission to do something specific, that could also be out of pocket because they're doing things like you're supposed to give them the go ahead, or it could have something to do with something that you're doing, but whatever it is that you're doing is being overseen by someone, whether that be like in a work environment or like in a friend group. Something about that is being overseen. So say, for example, what's an example of this if it's not work only? Say you go out with your friends and you're talking about a co-worker that you may not know that the co-worker is closely related. Okay, you're going out with your friends and you're talking about a coworker that is not present with your friends. That that one of those friends is it's interconnected to the coworker, if that makes any sense. And they're overseeing they're overseeing how you talk about someone, or they're paying attention to how you deal with a matter. Like, you may think something is okay, but it's not okay. Even if someone didn't approach you and stop you or let you, I get subtle when I said that. Someone, like, the approaching and the stopping you, someone's trying to be really subtle with how they do that to you. Vice versa, something like that. What's changing is a strength card, sign of Leo. We got a lot of signs here. Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Prince of Discs. It could be an earth sign. That's a man, woman, whatever. The strength is changing. Yes, it is changing. I didn't know something. The strength is changing because you didn't know something. You didn't know something. And it could have something to do with the water sign, the air sign, external, or the earth sign, external. Their energy wasn't coming through a lot because I was looking mainly over here. But it has something that's going on. You didn't know something. I don't know, whatever that means. You didn't know something about someone. Not knowing something about someone, I get grapevine. Not knowing something about someone, you receive some type of grapevine information from a Pisces, from an Aquarian, from a Cancer, from a whoever. And it could be about a Prince of Discs, someone that's younger than, or sign that's younger than you, same age group as you, like something's going on with them. I get what they do on the side. So it has something to do with what they do on the side, what somebody does on the side. You could also have been talking about. But someone's like overseeing that, or someone knows that you're talking about that, if that makes any sense, whatever the situation is. Right? If it's not something that, yes, it could have something to do with the Princess of Cups or the Knight of Cups energy, what they do on the side. Like, there's cups, like there's alcohol in the Knight of Cups energy in the picture. There's alcohol there, so it could have something to do with drinking. It could have something to do with drinking, like alcohol, okay? The Four of Wands is here, and the Four of Completion is in the resolution going towards the Prince of Disc. So the Four of Wands in the resolution, it could be like the space that you're in with the Prince of Disc is, I get alteration when I said that. So the space that you're in with a Prince of Disc, like there's an alteration taking place, whatever that means. Like alterations are being made. Or it could have something to do with something about them, like something, I don't know, whatever that means. Like something going on with an alteration. If it's not only like a person, then it's like Prince of Disc could be like your finances, like things. Some type of alteration could be getting made to someone's somebody's pay or your pay, or something that you did with some type of money could be affecting somebody's pay or somebody's money. Your money, your time, their time. But the reason why that's happening, well, that could be happening to a Princess of Cups, a Knight of Cups, an Aquarian, a Cancer, whoever. There's a lot of people here. Something like that could be happening to someone because of some observance. Something like that could be happening to someone because of some type of observance. So it could be happening to you because of something that somebody's observed about you, or you observe about some element here. There's an alteration being made to some type of money. I also get a schedule, like there's an alteration being made to someone's schedule, if that makes any sense too. Yours, it could be a Prince of Disc energy schedule, or Princess of Cups, Pisces, right? Aquarius, like there's an interesting alteration being made to someone's schedule because of some type of grapevine information or knowledge of drinking, knowledge of something that somebody did with some type of money you did or someone else did, or whatever, something going on with a higher up, talking about a higher up, I don't know, or something that a higher up said. Something's going on there. Your boss, you could be overseeing something, and something's going on with someone that you're overseeing, or that you take care of, that you, whatever. All right, let me do an outcome here, Gemini. So the Seven of Cups is here. There's options. It's related to the water sign that's coming in here. Okay, or someone that's embodying the water energy. You have the Cancer is there. Prince of Pisces. I don't see a Scorpio. Scorpio could be involved. But there's options with the water sign energy. There's options with the water sign. I get this feeling of why they're not present. So why someone is not present could be like, they could be in a space. They could be in a space, but they're not physically. Okay, they could be physically in a space, but they're not mentally in the space. Or they're not physically, what's another situation? They could be, they literally could not, they literally could be not be in a space, like physically, and something's going on with that. Like there's an issue surrounding that for some reason. With somebody not being in some type of space, whether that be like they're physically there but they're not mentally there, or like they're physically not there, and that's why I said this is a problematic situation with that. Okay, with someone that you're dealing with, water sign, or something could be going on with the Prince of Disc as well. Or I get stable. So the Prince of Disc energy is stable. Like there could be a person that that could have been something that you said. You could have said that someone he or she is stable. Or something going on with the water sign energy, with something about them being stable or unstable, whatever the situation is. So that could be related to a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Pisces, man or woman. It has something to do with drinking, like there's cups here, it may have something to do with that. Then there's another scenario of like something that you're doing, something that you said, something that you pointed out, that's being somebody's overseeing that behavior, something that you said, did, want to do, right? So if I look at these numbers, the 9 of Wands could have something to do with September, the 7 could have something to do with July. That Chariot is a 7 also. So July may have some type of, something going on here may have something to do with a travel that, some type of travel that you want to do or someone wants to do. That's why I said somebody not being physically present. And something's conflicting about that. Or you may have talked about that, some aspect of somebody's travel. Okay? Let me do another outcome on the 7 of Cups. So the 4 of Pentacles is with the 7 of Cups. So you do have like some type of option that you're giving yourself is going to allow you to save money. It's going to allow you to save some type of money for some reason. So whatever the option is. Or it's the water sign. Like you may be thinking that, again, because they're not present. So because a water sign energy is not present, or something's going to happen where they're not going to be present in a situation. And you're going to speak on that. It can have something to do with evaluations and things of that nature, but something's going on with their pay with that, which is interesting. I'm not going to, that's a lot. But the another situation as well has to do with, or their money, if there's someone separate from you. The other situation of it is that the options, they're not present, which would mean that something could be going on tax-wise or pay-wise because they're not present. So it's either mentally not present or like they're physically not present, and some deduction could be happening there that you either are responsible for doing or someone's responsible for doing, and someone's talking about that or overseeing that, or they know that, you know that, right? But for some reason, it does have something to do with your money, or I get position. It has something to do with your position somewhere, whether that be a job, your position in a relationship, your position in a friend group, some type of bond that you're in. It has something to do with the position. All right. Okay. All right. That's that, Gemini. So let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.